Collecting maple sap to make maple syrup is a fun and delicious way to connect with this late winter season. And you don't need fancy equipment or a ton of maple trees to do it. Check out my previous video to see if you can tap the maple tree in your yard to make syrup. You're looking for a long stretch of days with temperatures above freezing during the day and below freezing at night. That's what makes the sap run. I like to collect the sap into larger buckets and wait until I've got about 5 or 10 gallons of sap to boil down at once. It takes at least 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. So the goal here is not to yield a ton of syrup. Instead, you get to experience the joy of learning a new skill, connecting with the trees and the earth as it's waking up for spring, with a sweet treat at the end. Filter your sap through some cheesecloth to remove any tree debris or insects that might have snuck inside. You can use whatever heat source you have to boil down the sap, but definitely make sure you do it outside since it creates so much steam. We've built simple cinder block evaporators in the past, but now I'm just using a portable electric burner. Boiling all the water off to get the syrup takes a long time, so it's best to pick a nice day and enjoy it. Pro tip, make some hot chocolate with the hot sap to sip while you wait. It's amazing. Once your sap starts to get darker and super sweet, pay close attention. You'll see lots of small bubbles piling up like this when it's getting very close to done. When the bubbles really start to foam up towards the top of the pot, I like to touch the foam with a bit of butter. This changes the surface tension of the liquid so it doesn't boil over and makes a richer tasting syrup. At this point, I pull it off the heat so I don't overcook it and end up with maple taffy that I can't get out of the pan. I've done that a time or two. You can also use a candy thermometer and pull it off the heat when it gets to 220 degrees Fahrenheit. Strain this hot syrup into clean jars, allow to cool and store in the refrigerator. Now you get to enjoy your homemade maple syrup.